Abhinav, have I selected you for any event so far? What? Complete the story. Please, you make a note of the events wherein you are selected. Because I may forget. There are a lot of batches, and I may forget you're selected in which. Right? And Sachin, were you there for complete the story? You weren't there, so you missed out on that. So complete the story. Abhinav is the only person selected, or are there anybody else? Is there anybody else?
No, I think that is just for the practice.
Not practice. Whatever was done was done. We have the time for 27 events to hold in 7 days. I am already shortlisting, and I have selected drama is selected from bridge 1, bridge 2. Debate has been selected. There are a lot of things which I've already completed. That is why I wanted to ask you what's about your class.
There are 4 classrooms.
Anyways, I'm not bothered about who is doing what, but I'm relying on my judgment. Okay. So we are doing the just a minute. It will be a group jam, and everybody will be getting a chance. So I would like to call first 4 in the group. First 4. Please come. Be in the frame. And today's decision will be final, right? Be in the frame. I said 4 persons. Oh, just a minute. As you already know about it, and we already did this. Just a minute in your class in Patliputra branch. Remember? You remember?
Yes,
Yes. So the topic for you for just a minute, you have to speak for a minute, right? On the given topic. So let me give you the guidelines first before we start on. The guidelines are given any topic. You have to first identify the topic or you introduce the topic. It means what, why, when, where, how, who, how, the advantages. Why don't you write down? Don't look at them. Your chance will come next. Given any topic, first of all, identify, introduce the topic. It means what? The dictionary meaning, your meaning, whatever. What? Why? When? Where? Who? Whom? Advantages? Disadvantages? Conclusion. There are 8 points. Even if you speak for 1 minute, even if you speak one sentence for 1 point, you are through and you will know what you have to talk about. So when you know the 5 W's and 1 H, the advantages and the disadvantages of a topic, and then finally, what is your conclusion? You are all sorted. You can talk about just about anything. Okay, for you, the time for just a minute starts now. Did you understand? 1 minute each student.
Topic.
Maybe. Topic is you want a difficult topic or a simple topic?
Simple.
Simple. Okay. Books.
Books. So books can be your greatest friend or can be your greatest enemy. It's based upon how you use them. Many great persons have gained their knowledge through books, and many evil persons have gained their power through books too. For example, Adolf Hitler, who was the He was the cruelest leader, most cruel leader of all time. He had must have gained knowledge through some books, and at the other hand, there was Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, who was famous for his knowledge, and he had also gained his knowledge from books. So for me, books can be your greatest friend. And my favorite book of all time is Can't Hurt Me by David Hawkins.
Time up. Yeah. Go back. Next. Go back. Next.
One of the most beautiful things in our life. Book is the thing which we learn lots of things and we pursued in our life, we implemented in our life. Lots of things we learn with the help of books. It's a knowledge. With the help of book, we'll think to do more things for our life. There are lots of nice nice writers and poets which provide us a lots of things through written way about the history, about the society, about the culture and literature. With the help of books, with the help of books, we know about the problems of society.
Time up. In this group, Abhinav again is selected. Next 4. Now we will remember that you have been selected. Your group. Not speak. They have to work really very hard. Students who are not able to speak, why don't you think of words, sentences with the word book? I believe all of you can make sentences. Jam can be just about anything. Make 5, 6 sentences, 10 sentences. 1 minute will be over. Why did you not speak anything? You are a college, a student of first year, cannot book. I said, what is books? Define it, introduce the topic. As Abhinav said, the man's best friend. What are books? Because your friend can deceive you, will never deceive. You have to sentences with the word book. You please, those who have not spoken, write down 10 sentences. Write down. Next 4. Make full sentences. Group 2, your time starts now, and your topic is social media.
One person left.
Now please come. Please come in the frame, everybody. Fall in a line. In a line. Like the guy over there cannot be seen. Yeah, fine. Start. Social media.
Social media is a platform. Social media is a platform where we can communicate or take knowledge or take anything, knowledge or get current news and everything. This also helps. This also helps us to help many people who are in problems, and we know many things from this. There are so many platforms like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and this has been created in these 5 years in India, and I think it will be providing a service sector more in
What you missed out, advantages, disadvantages. Follow the rule, follow the guideline. What is social media? Why social media? When social media? Huh? Who uses social media? For whom? What are the advantages? Numerous advantages, disadvantages, and number of disadvantages. Conclusion, social media is there to stay. Cannot say no. At one point or at one time or the other, someone somewhere is always involved in the adult. Someone somewhere is always using the social media, whether it's for connecting, buying, selling, sky is the limit. Like this only. Yes.
And social media is the biggest platform to introduce business in
Are you writing? Next.
social media is platform.
Look at the status of your class. Next.
Social media is all over world. We know activity. The social media is the very biggest platform in the world. Yeah.
Thank you. Next four. Make it fast. Hurry up. Those of you who could not speak, write down 10 sentences on social media. The what, why, when, where, who, whom, advantages, disadvantages, and your conclusion right now. Okay. The third group, right?
Yes.
The third group. Your topic is Communication Fest.
So, Communication Fest is organized in our CIMAGE College, and it enhances the communication skill of a student. And through this program, we got through this program we enhance our personalities, and we and there are lots of programs in this Communication Fest, and if we perform this program and we got lots we got lots of improvement in our skills.
Your story should be complete in 1 minute. Yes, next.
Communication Fest is celebrated in CIMAGE, and in this communication fest, everyone will
First of all, you have to identify, introduce what is Communication Fest. Supposing you're speaking in front of people who do not know what is Communication Fest, you will have to tell them, identify the topic. I told you so many times. The definition meaning of Communication Fest. What is the meaning of communication? What is the meaning of fest? I'm making life so much easy for you.
in this communication
And
fest,
this will be with you, the formula, right through your job, GD, seminars. The moment somebody will give you a topic for GD, for your interviews, you will have to work on what, why, when, where, who, whom, advantages, disadvantages. This is how I have trained students in CIMAGE. But if you do not want to follow my advice, you will be speaking just like this. Yes, continue.
in this communication fest, everyone will be given an opportunity to perform
its communication skills, and it will be held only in English language, and everyone will be uh, there to improve their personality, their communication skills,
Yes.
and many more. And more than 25 to 27 events are going to be held in this fest, and each and every student has to participate in any three of them. And the advantage of this communication fest is that everyone will be having a chance to introduce themselves in the front of this institute, and it will be better for their life.
Are there any disadvantages also?
And uh, the disadvantages of this communication phase is that uh, if anyone is not participating, this would be lead to the inferiority of their personality.
That's it. The next.
Communication Fest is held on CIMAGE College on 25th June,
No,
July.
already Communication Fest is on. The month is on. The 25th of
Going on.
June will be the prize distribution there only.
Is going on from 1 June. In Communication Fest, in lots of activities in here that like storytelling, just a minute, and so on. In this fest, the students can improve our personality and improve our English to communicate with each other. Through this Communication Fest, we will all are. Thank you.
Incomplete. Yes.
Communication fest is organized in our CIMAGE College, and in this communication fest there are many students participate, and what and this communication fest to improve student skill and personality.
That's it. What's the name?
Aditya.
Aditya selected from your group. Now go. Next group. Make it fast. Yes.
Miserable feeling that everyone wants to. This is something that everyone works for to just gain the happiness of happiness is great. And what do you mean by happiness? Happiness is action. When anyone gets satisfied with their word, with their actions, it just feels satisfied or happiness. Or happiness is a feeling that induced self and get the higher position in your life to get more and more happiness. Happiness is something that is it is that you something that is just happy that go with your soul, just do it and it feels it gives you the feeling of happiness. This is not something that deserves
Complete the what, why, when, where, advantage, disadvantage, just 1 minute. You don't have the time to for 5 or 6 minutes to elaborate. You spend too much of time on the introduction part. The all 5 W's at 1 H, and the advantage is in just 1 minute. Just one line. Happiness is the satisfaction of the soul. Why do we feel happy? When something good happens inside. When do we feel happy? When we feel happy, with a lot of positive things coming our way. One line for each statement. Advantages, many. Disadvantages, sometimes in happiness, we take the wrong decisions. Advantages, humorous. Next.
Happiness is a most beautiful feeling of our life. We get happy when we achieve something. Happiness is something we all need to feel. It gives us a positive energy and a positive mindset. So having a positive mindset, we can achieve many things in our life. Um, there is also a disadvantage of happiness is that we can make wrong decisions, and happiness.
You don't have to quote me. You come with your own creativity.
Happiness is.
Anyways, my objective was to tell you how to make statements, how to make speeches, whether it's extempore, the same way, jam, the same way, group discussion, the same way. Only one formula is there. Sachin, are you listening? For either writing or speaking, or it can be essay writing, it can be just about anything. But the 5 W's and 1 H, advantages, disadvantages, and conclusion. 8 points, 8 sentences, 1 minute done. Right? Follow the steps, and you'll also. Yeah. Happiness is a mind game. You can feel happy even when nothing is going good. It's a mind game. Numerous definitions. You don't need the dictionary to define happiness. Happiness is what makes you smile. Happiness is a small baby's smile. It generates happiness. Continue. Continue.
Most important.
She's not coming. Then people who are not coming, how can I help? I don't have. Just now I told you, you are a complete replica of your teachers. You will speak like your teachers speak, but only even when you're there and not listening. If you're not attentive, if your mind is, if you're writing this, you're not listening. Right? Manvi from this group, and we have last one, Jyoti alone. So Jyoti, come up. I will be including you in the same since you are there. Yeah, your topic also is happiness.
The happiness that I want to define is as the one thing that a person wants from her life, her and his life. If you're doing thing is right and it gives you whether it is good or it is bad, it will go. Is equal for not for human, not for animals. It's also seen for the trees. Trees have or passion and anything. One thing that all give you is the happiness. There are the advantages of being happy and to do so. if it is wrong or it is right. If you are doing the right and you get happiness, it give you a lot of things. If you're doing wrong and get happiness, it's lead you to some very dangerous things. So what suggestion I give you to all that? Be
Time up.
happy.
Suggestion was not required. That was conclusion. Disadvantages you missed out, and conclusion was also. In 1 minute, you have to compile. It is rather difficult. In 1 minute, there can be a lot of things in your mind.
Yes,
For in 1 minute, you have to get hold of your control of your get full control of your mind, and because you okay, Jyoti is selected anyways. Jyoti, Manvi, Aditya, Abhinav, please come up. Sachin, did I select you? Did I select? I didn't select you.
He will prepare now.
Huh?
Maybe
One more chance.
can prepare.
Sachin, please come. Sachin has a huge fan following in his class, and bridge one. A lot of huge. And Sachin, you have not been coming to class, so that is one reason. So why are you there with the book? Copy that.
We have told now for writing.
Oh, yeah, which I told you. And I'm giving you tasks to people who cannot speak. Please write down some guidelines. And these are the guidelines which I will take the feedback now after this session. How has these guidelines helped you? Okay. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 students are there. And from your batch, one person will be selected. Only one. I told you this is the intra-batch competition. Beat everybody from your batch. Then you will be meeting with bridge one. Already have a winner in bridge one. Bridge 2, 1 I already have. And today I'm getting a winner in BBM 1. So jam session will be over, done in your class. Let's see. Okay. Now it's going to be difficult for me. Mobile phones. Mobile phones. The
mobile
final round. Yeah.
phones are the one thing that get necessary in the whole today world in all over the world. Even if it is a person most income to the most higher income, it use mobile phone. And what is gift? It's give the all over data and information, and it's very important the connection with everything. The advantage that we all know is the most. That's why we have it all. We have a connection, we have information, we have everything. And the disadvantage, we are getting far and far away from us. We are all busy in that. And what is give to a conclusion is this: we have the power, we have the science, we have the information. Mobile is something greatest technology of all that is most affordable by all the humans in the earth, and it has its own benefits and disadvantages, as it depends fully on you use it. If you use it in a right way or a proper way, you and if you use it in a wrong way, it do something evil things to you, like it gives you lots of information, technology, news, if you use it the right way. But getting indulge in it, you get misguide and mislead you very bad way. And the most and the I like my sentences with only it totally depends on you how you use it.
Mobile phones are the beautiful and the ugliest invention of human. Why mobile phones were invented? Mobile phones were invented to share the information, connect families, connect long distance families.
So 2 minutes.
Mobile phone was the beautiful and most ugliest invention of human life. It was invented to connect two families who were outside or who were not together. It was invented to share the information, our offices, and it can be your greatest contributor in life, or it can be your greatest, which can hamper your life. If using mobile phone effectively can tremendously increase your knowledge. Mobile phone is the happiness of today's generation. Uh, Everybody is involved in using mobile phones, and it gives us lots of knowledge about what is happening in the world, what is happening in our nearby societies, and many more. Mobile phone is a thing which is important for everyone, because in today's world everything is happening with the help of this phone, and there are many advantages of mobile phones, that every work is being done easily with the help of the phone, and many disadvantages are also there, like today's small children are. Mobile phones are the devices which helps to communicate. Its main purpose is to communicate with us, with others. Like before, in the past era, people were communicating with letters and pigeons, but now we can communicate in few seconds only. If every coin has two faces, one is good and one is bad. If you will use it as an advantage, you can make it advantageous. Like you can communicate with people. Like if you are away from home, you can send message to mother and father that you are away. And if you are using bad, like we can see in today's era, mom is using other phone and son is using another phone, and they are not interacting with each other. That is very much needed in this society.
Time up. The best speaker today is Sachin. Now let me conclude this, and I would like to listen to the feedback of how this, what, when, why, where, advantages, disadvantages. Has it helped you?
Yes.
It has. So these are the things, not for the communication fest, not for winning prizes or gold or silver, whatever. These are the mantras for life. This is how we have learned, and this is how you ask me anything, and I can quickly come up with what, why, when, where, advantages, disadvantages. It can be literature, it can be anything, it can be poetry, it can be John Keats, it can be Merchant of Venice, it can be just about anything. Weave a story in a minute. That is the most difficult part. Compiling all the data in a minute. Right? In the next class, we'll take a look at what is, how far can you go with the extempore. Same funda. Same. Nothing is different. Sachin, well spoken. Sachin and Abhinav, they are always very good. But then Sachin got the edge today somehow. Already Abhinav is in this complete the story. That is indeed a very difficult scenario. But then I would like to include all of you, and that is why I am including each and everyone for each event. Not that I have to choose 1, 2, 3, that's it. When I'm coming, you are going to indulge in all the events. So Communication Fest is something to be happy about. Huge learning objective, and you will learn more, and you will be participating in all the events. If you cannot do something, I will guide you how to do this. Right? That's it for today.